So what's up, y'all? It's me, your girl, at K Kanora, and I'm back with another video. I'm sitting here with my son, and we're doing schoolwork, and we're talking about online and offline safety. And if you watched my video last night about what was my video called? It was called Early Christmas Dinner Mukbang. In my mukbang, I was talking about um, how nervous I get when it's time to teach my son about common sense. So we're sitting here, and I've decided to talk to him on camera about common sense, and he's, tearing up right now and everything. But I want, we're going to talk about it. So I just asked him, what does it mean to have common sense? So, can you tell us, what does it mean to have common sense? You don't have to put your face in the camera. So, what does it mean to have common sense?
Um,
What is common sense?
Common sense is um um
Think about it, baby. You can do it. You can do it, baby. You're still smart. Well, when I asked him before what common sense was, he said that it means to do smart things. And I asked him, how do, he said that it is doing smart things, right? So I asked him, how do you do smart things? And I think he kind of got stuck on that part. So I'm going to tell you what common sense is, okay? And we're going to break it down. We're going to get an understanding of it. The first thing I want you to know is, and it's something I did not know, but I want you to know it. Common sense is something that you have to be taught. You don't just wake up, or you're not just born with common sense. I thought you was. I thought that people were born with common sense. But no, you're not born with common sense. It's something that you have to learn. And as a 7-year-old, you have to learn that. As a woman my age, I have had to learn. Okay? So that's step number one. You have to learn common sense. Okay? That's why it's good to listen and learn. Okay? So I have my article pulled up here because, like I told y'all, Google is my best friend. And let me see. This doesn't look like the article that I was looking through yesterday. So I'm going to put it in again. Okay. So let's see. Oh, matter of fact, this is the article. I'm getting a little hot, y'all. Oof. Okay. I don't want to explain it like that. Okay. Okay, so common sense is something that you're born with. All right. So, what common sense is, and you were born with it because I was born with it, okay? I just feel like that I get so angry with you when you do something wrong that I have made you terrified of getting it wrong. I know that. And I'm sorry for that. I was wrong for that. Okay? You're smart, baby. You've always been smart from the day you were born. The way you looked into my eyes and just knew what I was feeling from that day, I knew you was something special. Okay? So you were born with common sense. Everybody is born with common sense. And it's not hard. Common sense is not hard. I think that the person who is teaching you makes it hard. And I have made it extremely hard for you when it comes down to common sense. I have made it hard for you. And I'm sorry for making it hard for you. I made it hard for you because my mother made it hard for me. So I'm trying to change that. But you were born with common sense. So common sense is just what we were just talking about, our instincts. You see how you knew what was safe and unsafe? That's common sense. Listening to your instincts and being aware of things around you. Okay? Being aware of things around you. Knowing what to do and what not to do. Okay? So that's common sense. All right? So that's the first thing. And you're very smart. You're very smart. You don't go in, even when you was a baby, you didn't go with people you did not trust. And I'll give you an example of that. One time we was at your dad's house and your dad was sitting outside with the neighbor next door. And your dad was going to the store and your dad wanted you to go. Your dad and that man wanted you to go with them. And what did you tell them?
No.
No. For some reason, you did not feel safe. And I did not know this at the time. I was encouraging you to go. And what did you say? No. You was aware that something was not right. Something was you was unsure about something. Something was wrong. So that's exactly what you're supposed to do. But next time something like that makes you unsure or you feel something is wrong, you come and tell your mother. That's the part we forgot. Okay? But we know now. Okay? So you were born with intuition and awareness. I really did not read this article. I should have read it. Let's see.
Mommy,
Hmm?
can we order cheese pizza after school?
Cheese pizza, not today, baby. And just like in the text, when the girl, when she received that email, email from the stranger, being aware is knowing what's happening around you. So what did she receive from the stranger?
To not.
Listen, when Minia received an email from a stranger, using your common sense is being aware of what's going on. So, what did she receive from the stranger?
She received not to answer the email.
Not quite. You're not quite understanding what I'm saying. Okay. Say like if in the text, you can do it, Noah. You're smart. Think about what I'm saying. And that's another thing with using your common sense. It was something in here that I wanted to say. It was very important. All right, this is the one. Because I didn't like that one. I really didn't like that one. Okay. I really didn't like that one. That article, because it was like saying like some people are born with common sense and some people are not born with common sense. I said that last night, y'all, and I told y'all that in my household that's how it was. Like it could never be acquired. No, everybody is born with common sense. People learn differently, and you have to teach a person in the way that they can understand it. Like everybody can't. Why do you think it's so many different versions of the Bible? If everybody learned the same, then the Bible wouldn't come in so many different versions. It's so many different versions for a reason. I just hated that article. That article just made me feel unsafe. Like it really did, because it was messing with my self-worth, for number one. But I found the article that I want. But first, let me go back to this. Being self-aware of the things that are happening around you. Paying attention to the things that are happening around you. So if Minia received an email from a stranger, what did Minia receive from the stranger?
She received to say.
What did Minia get from the stranger?
An email?
An email. So that's what receive mean. Receive mean you get something. So if I receive an email, I got an email. It's the same thing. Get, receive. Okay? So what did Minia receive from the stranger?
An email?
An email. So being aware means knowing what's going on in the text. So you are aware because you know what's going on in the text. Minia received an email. So now that you know what's going on, you can kind of say what she should do. So what should she do if she received an email from a stranger?
She should do is say no to the stranger.
Right. She should not send that email. Right? Okay. So that's what it means to be aware. Like knowing what's going on. Okay? So another thing that I want to tell you about common sense is to have common sense, you have to listen. Okay? You have to listen. No one can use their common sense if they don't listen. Because if you don't listen, then you're not aware. You don't know what's going on when you don't listen. And that's for everybody, not just you. Because we are all born with common sense. We learn differently. Okay? So you have to listen. But you have to understand that listening comes in 3 parts. Did you know that? Yes, listening comes in 3 parts. The first part of listening is hearing. What did I say?
First part of listening is hearing.
Perfect. The second part of listening is understanding.
The second part of listening is understanding.
What's the first part of listening? Hearing. What does that mean?
If you hear something, like when you hear something like you feel something what is wrong.
Not quite. Not quite. But you're still smart, okay? I want you to think about it. So the first part of listening is hearing. The second part is understanding. So try to understand what hearing is. So what is hearing? What is hearing? What does it mean to hear? Because some people can't hear. But do it mean they don't have common sense? What is hearing? What is hearing, baby?
Hearing is when you hear something like
Think about it.
I do not
He's crying,
know.
y'all. He don't know. Okay, that's a great answer. It's okay if you don't know. And for you to say you don't know, that is a great answer. Okay? That was a smart answer. Okay? Saying you don't know. But that's why I'm here to help both of us understand how we learn. Okay? So, there's 3 parts of listening. The first one is hearing. The second one is understanding. Okay, so what is hearing? Hearing is understanding instructions. Okay? Like if I tell you to, like I told you every morning, to go in the bathroom, turn on the water, put some toothpaste on your toothbrush, go stand in front of the stove, and brush your teeth for 3 minutes. Go back in the bathroom, stop the sink up, get your washcloth, put some water, put some bubbles in your water. Clean yourself up, clean your face, clean under your arms, your entire body. After that, put on deodorant, chapstick, lotion. Take the washcloth that you cleaned yourself with and clean around the sink. Make sure your sink is clean. Make sure there's no clothes on the floor. Hearing is understanding why I tell you to do that. Right? Do you understand why I tell you to do that every morning and every night? You don't. I want you to try to understand why I tell you to do that. And once you understand it, I don't care if you understand it today. I don't care if you understand it 2 years from now when you turn 10. I don't care if you understand it when you turn grown and you're married with your own kids. Because some things you just don't understand right now. It takes time to understand. I'm not going to tell you why I do it. I want you to understand why I do it. But until you understand that, I want you to still do it. Okay? And once you understand why, I want you to tell me why I made you do that. Okay? But that is hearing and understanding the instructions. Okay? So when I tell you to pick your book bag up and put your stuff up, try to hear me. Try to understand while I'm talking why I'm telling you to do it. Okay? So that's a part of hearing. Why someone talking, understanding why they're telling you to do it. Okay? Even when I have to go probably to the Section 8 office and they tell me that I need to bring this paper, that paper, and that paper. I'm understanding why they need all of this stuff. They need all of this stuff so they can check my income to make sure I qualify for this program. I understand why they're talking to me and telling me to do all these things. Okay? So you have to understand why I'm telling you to do something. You have to understand the instructions. Okay? So that's the second part of listening, understanding. So what was the first one?
Hearing.
Hearing. Number 2, understanding. That's a big word. That is a big word. And it's a big word because it's a very important word. Understanding is a very important word. So understand the instructions. Trying to understand why mommy wants me to wake up every morning and brush my teeth. Why mommy wants me to be in the room. Why mommy wants me to respect her. Why mommy wants us to laugh and have fun. You need to understand why those things are going on. And that's how you activate common sense, by understanding. Okay? Now, nobody never sat me down and had this conversation with me. So I'm sitting you down, I'm having this conversation with you. So that's number 2, understanding. The third part of listening is reflecting. And I didn't know this part. So I'm going to have to read what that part is. Reflection. Reflection is thinking about how one thing goes how one thing makes another thing, or impact, or have an effect, or change. So reflection is thinking about how one thing impacts another thing. And I really don't reflection is contemplating what is being said. and thinking about how one thing. Okay, so reflection is thinking about what's being said. Like Menia's getting an email from a stranger. Okay, so think about that. Menia getting an email from a stranger. I really don't know what that means. I really don't know what that means. Reflection is contemplating what is being said and thinking about how one thing impacts another. Reflection helps. Reflection is contemplating what is being said. Hearing, understanding, and reflecting. Reflection is contemplating. It's thinking about what is being said. Put that down and pay attention. Reflection is contemplating what is being said and thinking about how one thing impacts another. I know, but I don't know how to explain it so that I can understand it better and he can understand it better. Okay, so like think about how I tell you to get up in the morning and get yourself together. Think about how I tell you to do that and what it feels like and why you got in trouble last night for lying about it. Think about all of that. Think about why I take you getting yourself together so seriously. Why do you think I I take you getting up and getting yourself together in the morning so seriously?
So I can stay clean.
Yes, so you can stay clean. So that's one part of it. That's one part of it. I really didn't want to and reflecting is understanding how that one thing of you getting up in the morning and brushing your teeth can impact your life. It can make a big difference in your life and it does not feel like it do it. It just feel like mommy's making me get up and brush my teeth and get myself together. But that one thing can change your whole life. It's just like when you go in the store and you see this piece of bubble gum that you want, just a tiny piece of bubble gum. You probably need a magnifying glass to see this tiny piece of bubble gum, and you don't have no money to pay for it. So what do? You steal it. You take that one piece of bubble gum, you steal it, and you get caught. And you go to jail. At 7 years old, you go to jail for stealing this one piece of bubble gum. And you're a good kid, you get good grades, you get all A's, and you're in jail at 7 because of one piece of bubble gum. That's reflecting. You need to be able to think about all of this stuff before you take that bubble gum. You need to reflect on everything that can possibly go wrong or right. Wrong or right. If you take this bubble gum. So what are some things that can go right if you take this bubble gum? We're going to reflect. Reflect is thinking ahead. That's another thing that I get on you about, don't I? You need to be 10 steps ahead, don't I? I'm telling you this because this is how you use your common sense. And I know after this day forward, you will be better because I'm sitting down telling you what common sense is. Being 10 steps ahead. So that's what we finna do right now. So think about it. We're in the store. You're 7, I'm 7 too. And we see that same piece of bubble gum. We're together. We see that piece of bubble gum. So let's reflect. Let's think about all the things that can go right if we pay for this bubble gum. Because nothing really is going to go wrong. I mean, nothing's really going to go right if we steal it. Nothing's going to go right if we steal it. The only way it's going to go right if we pay for it. And nothing's really going to go wrong if we pay for it. The only way it's going to go wrong if we steal it. So think about all the things that can go right if we pay for it and all the things that can go wrong if we steal it. So what are all the things that can go right if we pay for this bubble gum?
We get to eat it.
We get to eat it. Yeah, that's the best part. We do. We get to eat it. And what else?
Don't know.
Think about it, baby. We're in the store. We get this bubble gum. We pay for this bubble gum. We get to eat it. Do we eat it in the store? We don't eat it in the store? Oh, where do we go?
You go back home.
So we get to go home, right? We get to leave the store, go home. We're home. We're eating our gum now. What are some more things that can go right if we pay for this gum?
We can come back and get some more gum.
We can go back and get some more gum. Absolutely. How about when we're home? What kind of things we can do when we're at home? The fun things that we normally do, right?
Yeah.
Get on our tablet, listen to music, dance, watch TV, go outside and ride our bikes.
Eat things sweet.
Eat sweet things. We get to be free and live our life if we pay for this bubble gum. You see how we just reflected on that? Now, let's reflect on things that can go wrong if we steal this gum. Because stealing is wrong. So if we go in the store and steal this gum, what are some things that can go wrong?
We can go to jail.
We can go to jail. We may not get to eat that gum either. We won't eat that gum. Right? Think about it. We won't eat that gum. We won't go home. We won't get to ride our bikes. We won't get to watch our tablet, our TV. We won't get to do any of those things. Right? I don't know what the hell happened to my phone.
We got it. And we can't even eat sweet things. So we got just eat pork.
Pork. I don't think they even give you pork in prison, baby. You don't even get pork in prison.
What?
No, you don't get pork. And that you don't get that in prison. You get slop.
Slop?
Mm-hmm. Slop. Like the dog food look.
Yeah.
That's what you get in prison. Dog food. So that's reflection. So when you're listening to instructions, you need to be reflecting on the things that can go right and the things that can go wrong. Because you know, if you don't get up in the morning and get yourself together, there is a good consequence and there is a bad consequence. You know, if you walk around here rolling your eyes at your mother, there is a good consequence in sucking your teeth and thinking you grown. There is a good consequence and bad consequence. You know, if you don't get your schoolwork done, if you can walk around here and know every song on the radio and don't even know how to write your name on the paper without somebody telling you to do, there's a good consequence and there's a bad consequence. That's what it means to reflect. And you need to start reflecting on your life. Stop peeling off that scab. You need to start reflecting on your life. You need to be thinking about what can go right and what can go wrong. That is what listening is. So you need to hear, you need to understand, and you need to reflect. Even when we're talking about Minia. Now, we know that a stranger sent Minia an email, right? So let's reflect on that. What can go right if she don't answer that email? And what can go wrong if she do answer that email? Because we already know that talking to strangers online is something we what?
We will get.
We don't do.
We don't do.
Come on now. Come on. Think. We've been talking about this all morning. We know it's unsafe to talk to strangers online. So if many of us send this stranger an email, what are all the things that can go wrong?
She can get kidnapped.
She can get kidnapped.
Robbed.
And anything can happen to her if she send this person, a stranger, an email. And that's what you need to be thinking about when we're reading things. You need to be reflecting about what can go right and what can go wrong. How will this change my life if I send this stranger an email? How can this change my life if I don't send this stranger an email? Now, if she don't send the stranger an email, she won't get kidnapped. Just like if you don't roll your eyes or suck your teeth and do your chores, listen to your mother, you won't get in trouble. Period. So that's part of the way you use your common sense for you. I think I have to do the other part with allowing him to make mistakes and all of this stuff. But you have to listen. So you got to hear instructions. I have no idea what's wrong with my phone. I can't go back to it, y'all. Let me start it over. So what are the three parts of listening?
Hearing, understanding, and
reflecting. Reflecting is kind of like
a light bouncing off a mirror.
Not a light bouncing off a mirror, but you standing in the mirror and looking at yourself. That's reflecting. Standing in the mirror and looking at yourself and asking yourself, how would my life be if I do right? And how would my life be if I do wrong? That's reflecting. Reflecting is kind of like looking into the future. Not just here today, but thinking about tomorrow. Getting things ready for tomorrow. Don't you see mommy doing that all the time? We've been put the Christmas tree up. We didn't wait to Christmas to put the Christmas tree up. We were reflecting because we know Christmas is coming. So we put the tree up, right? We knew that Christmas dinner, we needed it. So we been got Christmas dinner, right? We didn't wait until Christmas to get Christmas dinner. We been got it. So that is what reflecting is, kind of like looking into the future. So when I tell you you can have to be 10 steps ahead, that's basically what I mean when I say you got to be 10 steps ahead. I've been telling you have to be 10 steps ahead since you've been going to school. You know our routine. So you should already have your book bag. You should already have whatever you need for school already there. You should beat me there. You should be already reflecting, thinking about what's going to happen before it even happened. Thinking ahead. That's all reflecting is. And y'all, I literally been telling him this and didn't know what I was telling him. I literally been telling him this. But now I'm glad that I'm sitting down letting him know what is common sense. That's common sense. Basically just listening, hearing, understanding what to do. And you're good. We don't have no problem with the hearing and understanding part. I promise y'all, we don't have a problem with that. It's just the reflecting part, getting him to beat me there. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of telling him the same old thing. And I know he's 7 years old, y'all, but he's the only child. Okay. He don't have to share me with nobody. He don't have no distractions. So he should be able to pay attention and beat me there. My lips so pretty. What you doing? Nothing. So that's what for reflecting is. So now you know. That's what common sense is. Hearing and understanding. And you are very smart. Because I can say, Noah, what time is it? I've been asking him what time it is since he's been 5 years old. And he's been going to get the phone and say, he probably didn't know how to say 5:45, but he knew how to say, Mommy, it's 5:45. And I knew what it meant. Like literally. This kid been coming in the house locking the door. He may couldn't get the latch closed all the way, but he got it damn near closed, damn near locked. So he understands. It's the reflecting part. Getting things together. You know that your job is to sort out the clothes. Even though I didn't say anything about doing laundry, you can sort out the clothes. You can kind of see things before they happen. That's the beauty of reflecting. Of having common sense. You already know what's going to happen before it happens. What happened to our page? I didn't know that was going to happen. Yeah, I didn't like that other article. This is the one right here. That's why I didn't read it. Let's go here. But yeah. So hearing, understanding, and reflecting. You need to do a lot of reflecting. I see where you at. Because you hear just fine and you understand. Like when I tell you to do something, you understand how to do it. Like you're not slow. You know how to do. If I say, Noah, bring me the speakers, you know how to go right over there. You know how to plug it up. You know how to do all that. You're not slow. You understand just fine. You need to start reflecting on things. That's what you need to do. Right. You need to think. And just like I told you, one day when we got that perfection game, we were sitting over there in the dining room, and I told you, I said, you need to start thinking about making good decisions because you know what's wrong, you know what's right, and you know what's wrong, and you still choose to do wrong. Didn't I tell you that? I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
I told you that. So you need to start thinking about how making good decisions and how making bad decisions impact your life, change your life. You need to start thinking about that. You already know that not getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth, and doing what you want to do, what I tell you to do, is going to impact your life. Now, it impacting your life in a good way or a bad way is up to you. Because if you tell a lie like you did last night, we're going to have a problem. Just like we did last night. That was not a good decision. You did not think that through. And I'm going to need you to start thinking things through, reflecting. Because you ain't know that I was going to find that out, did you? You thought you got away with it, didn't you? So you need to think about how, if mommy do find out, what will happen to me if mommy do find out? Mommy probably ain't find out the first day you did it. When you told me a lie that you brushed your teeth and took a bath and you know you didn't do it. I didn't find out that day, did I? I didn't even find out the next day, did I? But I damn sure found out, didn't I? So you need to start thinking about what if mommy do find out? What's going to happen? Oh, and trust me, I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out. I find out everything. And if I find out something else that you're doing that you are not supposed to do, we're going to have a problem. And I know you don't want to have a problem with me, do you?
No, ma'am.
Then you need to start thinking about your life and how making the decisions that you've been making is impacting your life. Because Noah's not getting a Christmas. Noah's not getting nothing for Christmas. And the sad part about it is that Noah got something for Christmas. But you're not getting it. And then you got Valentine's Day. You got your birthday. You got the summer coming up. And if you keep thinking the way you're thinking, making bad decisions, you're not getting nothing from me. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you understand?
I understand to make good decisions.
Give me 5. Give me a kiss. I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I want you to make good decisions. Okay?
Okay.
But even when you make bad decisions, You will be in big trouble with me, but I'll still love you. Do you understand that? What do you understand about what I just said?
Even do, even though I do bad things, you still love me.
I will always love you. Nothing you do, say, can change that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So now that you know what common sense is, and that's only part of it. That's only part of it. It's a lot more hands-on stuff that we will do, that I will do, to help you develop the skills you need to be a good role model. I gotta get you some books, some good books that you can read. But y'all, we gonna finish doing this work. I just wanted to make this video. I'm sorry I'm looking a mess. But guess what? My hair is still done from last night. You feel me? So if you haven't watched my early Christmas dinner video, go check that video out because I'm so cute in that video. And guess what? My edges was laid, baby. And I put my headscarf on to keep them laid, baby. And it was difficult to sleep with this headscarf because y'all already know I told you I cannot sleep with my hair done up. But it is still done up. And it was kind of hard to sleep, but eventually I went to sleep. I kind of woke up earlier than I wanted to because my hair was tight. I didn't get to sleep until about 2 o'clock this morning. This morning. So there's no reason I should have been up at 8 o'clock, but I was up, and part of it was because my hair was tight, and I couldn't really sleep. And then I had to monitor him as well because he lied about, taking, getting himself together. Like he's supposed to get himself together every morning and every night before he go to bed. Teeth should be brushed every night and every morning. And he was telling the tale. I was wondering why he was getting done so damn fast. So come to find out, he wasn't doing it. He was just going in there running the water. I don't mean to laugh, but that's funny as shit. But he know if he pull that shit again, he gonna have a problem. We gonna have a problem. So go ahead and play with it if you want to. I probably shouldn't have laughed, but that was funny as hell. Anyways, y'all, we finna go. We finna get back to his schoolwork, and we're just gonna keep, practicing and learning. And I hope that you guys are learning, practicing, and if you have kids, you're teaching your kids the things that they need so they can be successful, y'all. Like, this whole world needs to change. Like, it's ridiculous, like, how much evil shit go on in this world. And that's just real shit. It's a shame that how many fucking narcissists I run into on a daily basis. You understand that? And that's just a shame. But anyways, I'm gonna just leave it here, and I'll see y'all maybe later. I'll get up and get myself together, pour me another drink, because guess what? Christmas still came early. I'm gonna be lit this whole week. I ain't playing no games. So stay tuned for another video. I know that I have some more videos to make for y'all. I haven't forgot about that. But let me just enjoy my Christmas, then I'll be back with some more, narcissistic videos, or videos on narcissism. So thank you for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, then subscribe to my channel. If you are already a subscriber, then you already know what to do. And make sure you click that notification bell so you can stay up to date on my videos. You feel me? Peace until next time.